Good afternoon. This is week 4 of Social Work 541. The overview for this week provides materials on the theories associated with community practice, as well as with the role social workers may play in community work. The objectives are as follows: to describe important elements of multiple community practice theories, to describe the various roles of social workers in community practice, to demonstrate the ability to select appropriate practice models. So now let's look at the learning activities and resources for this week. We will go over the slides in a minute. There are a number of readings on community practice models, also a toolkit again from the University of Kansas on changing community, and a number of supplemental readings. There is a discussion for this week, and that is on the important characteristics of community practice models. So after completing the readings on various community practice models, what do you see as the 3 or 4 most important characteristics of an effective community practice model? Write a post in your own words that captures these important characteristics, and then explain why you think they are so very important. Include references, and this is important, to at least 2 of this week's course readings. You are to respond to one of your classmates, and you will talk about the characteristics that they selected. What do you think is the strength of their selections? Are there any other characteristics that you think might be better? What are they and why? And for this one, your initial post is due by Thursday. You will not be able to see other posts until you have completed your initial post. And your follow-up with reviewing one of the posts of your classmates is due on Sunday. The written assignment for this week is as follows. So this is the first part of this project, a community needs analysis. Specifically, you and your partners are to provide an analysis of the community and its needs in detail. You may choose to do a virtual or non-formal community or group, but see the note at the end of the description. The community needs analysis must include the following: community definition and demographics, community needs data, and what you are to include is outline community strengths and assets, community problem analysis, and the paper has to be jointly written by all members. It is 5 to 7 double-spaced pages, plus at least 1 page of tables, a title page, and a reference page. So these are 3 additional pages. And if you were doing a virtual or otherwise non-geographic community, look to see those guidelines. This is due Sunday. So again, this is a joint project. It's a joint grade. If there are any problems in completing this assignment, please let me know them as quickly as possible. So let's continue with the slides for this week. We've already gone over the objectives, so I won't go over them again, and the introduction for this week. So what are the goals of community work? There are a variety of goals that might apply to community work. Therefore, knowledge of the theories associated with each goal, as well as the kinds of roles necessary to achieve each goal, is invaluable. These goals may include individual change, organizational change, community change, political or governmental change, or cultural change. The goals and purposes and roles of community work are often identified as aspects of the branch of social work practice called community organization. In community organization work, the client may be the community or it may be the context of change. Working with the community requires the generalist practitioner to be able to assess community functioning and design specific intervention techniques. Community organization has been recognized for many years as one of the main methods of social work. In 1962, the Council on Social Work Education issued a statement that included community organization along with casework and group work as the three methods of social work. What is the role of the community organizer? Rubin and Rubin have defined 4 key roles in community organization. That is teacher, catalyst, facilitator, and having a role in linking. The community organizer should have the ability to relate to people, to analyze problems, to locate resources, to see potential for change, and to be able to create effective structures for problem solving. So the skills necessary for work with individuals and families are the same skills necessary to work with communities. But first, theories and models. Theories and models provide lenses for understanding the community and what we should pay attention to, as well as guides for what we should actually do. What is the role of theory? Theories show, predict, describe general patterns and relationships. As such, they provide guidance for action, and they help us know what to look at and know what questions to ask. What's the characteristics of a good theory? Theories in community practice describe the distribution of power and resources in society, how organizations function, and how community systems maintain themselves. Theories must be or can be empirically tested and verified. Independent and dependent variables must be identified in order to test the theory. Theories contain assumptions about cause and effect relationships. Again, this provides guidance for action. Using theory. The effect aspect of cause and effect relationships are outcomes, things that occur because of specific events or actions. Consequently, they suggest specific actions or skills that can be used by social workers to produce results. Theories must be or can be, again, empirically tested and verified. In social work, practice models are approaches that can come from or use theory to define a specific set of actions or interventions that can be used to produce outcomes. Generally, several theories are combined to produce practice models. We may also apply aspects of theory to certain situations. So theories useful to community practice are systems theory, ecological theory, conflict theory, social learning theory, power dependency or social exchange theory, empowerment, resource mobilization or social movement, social capital, or constructivist reality construction. Examples of important variables in community practice theories and models, which could be independent variables, dependent, or intervening variables. So some of them include power, systems, community organizations, both nonprofit and for-profit, demographics, conflict, competition, political systems, educational level, community leadership, quality of educational systems, level of empowerment, resources, social capital, and knowledge. So here are a number of variables in community practice theories and models. Please review them. Impact of community organization on society. It improves informal networks in the community. It improves linkages between individuals and institutions, leads to changes in laws and institutions, reduces the oppression of marginalized groups, and so much more. So you have an overview for this week, you have the readings for this week, you have your assignments for this week. So if there are any questions, please let me know as quickly as possible, and I look forward to reading your assignments and hope that you have a wonderful week.